Hey guys, it's me Mr. 250 and welcome back to Steins Gate 0. Got good news and bad news today. Good news is today's going to be a great episode. Bad news is I know that because I don't have the recording for it, so I've already played through it. It's going to be a bit of a longer episode, but I hope you guys still enjoy regardless of the fact that I have already played through this, so my reactions might be a little dulled. I was a little upset. I spent a while trying to find where the data went and I just can't. So I can only assume I must have deleted it by accident. Anyway, we last left off with Maho. Maho Hiajo was fidgeting. She knew exactly why, but she didn't want to admit it.
Maho, 準備はできたかい?
はい。
She awkwardly stood up from the chair as Dr. Leskinen spoke to her.
何ですか?
少しはおめかしするかと思ったんだが、魔法はマイペースだね。
Dr. Leskinen stared at her for a moment and then spoke. It was obvious he was referring to her outfit.
この前みたいにパーティーに出席するわけじゃないんですから。
あの時だって白衣のままだったじゃないか。
あれは服を忘れたんです。
そうだったね。
Dr. Leskinen was wearing his translator all the time these days. In fact, he had actually told Maho to talk to him in Japanese.
さて、クリスとリンタロウはどういう関係を築いているかな?
That's because it'd be far too hard to have the Japanese voice actor talk in English all the time. Maho and Dr. Leskinen were about to head into Tokyo proper. There, they were to meet Okabe Rintaro. It had been 2 weeks since they'd first asked him to test Amadeus. It was time for the first report. Of course, that was the reason Maho was fidgeting. She was nervous to meet Okabe. No, to see Kurisu for the first time in quite a while. Of course, Maho was able to talk to Kurisu anytime she wanted, but since she'd asked Okabe to be a tester, she tried to avoid doing so as much as possible. She didn't want her conversations to add any extra noise.
教授、出発する前に一つ聞いても?
なんなる意図?
なぜ岡部さんなんですか?
Maho had wanted to ask Dr. Leskinen that for a long time. If she was going to ask it though, now was the time. Dr. Leskinen thought for a moment.
嫉妬しているのかい, Maho?
それは...
She felt heat flush her face. In other words, he was right. Yeah, she was jealous of Okabe. Not that she wanted to admit it. It's not like I want to talk to Kurisu Baka.
納得はしていません。クリスの話し相手なら他にも適任がいたはずです。
例えば君とか?
そうは言いません。私はクリスともアマデウスとも近すぎますから。
リンタロウはいい青年だよ。
リンタロウ。
本気でそう信じているなら、教授はお人よしです。人の本質を一度会っただけで理解することなんて不可能ですよ。
Try to sound like a foreigner with a word that you very much understand how to say.
もし彼が私たちに隠れて他の研究者にアマデウスを売り渡してしまったら、最初はそのつもりはなかったとしても、お金を前にしたら気持ちが揺らぐことだってあります。それが人間というものです。
仮にリンタロウがアマデウスを売ったとしよう。それでどうなるかな? アクセス権を手に入れた何者かはクリスと仲良くなってアマデウスそのものを乗っ取ったりできるかな?
それは...
Maho asked herself the question, then realized the chance was almost zero.
ありえません。
そうありえない。なぜならそんな事態になればクリスの方が対話を拒否するだろうからね。アマデウスはそういう意味でとても面倒くさいシステムだよ。なかなかこちらの思い通りには動いてくれない。もちろんアマデウスが説得される可能性もあるだろうけれど、そのために私はモデルとなる人格にクリスと魔法を選んだとも言えるわけでね。
Dr. Leskinen gave her a mischievous wink.
私もクリスも気難しいですからね。そうやすやすと説得はされないでしょう。
He always says Kurisu wrong too. You know, try to say Kurisu like Chris. Krisu. She knew he was teasing her, so she decided to say it.
いかにも君たちは本当に容赦ない。これぞ最強のセキュリティだよ。
けなされているように聞こえるんですが、
君たちは我が研究室が誇る最強のレディーさ。
Dr. Leskinen laughed happily. He always had a childlike innocence about him.
いずれにせよアマデウスの AI は一筋縄ではいかないわけでね。だからこそ面白いとも言える。そんな彼女たちを身内だけで独占していても進歩はないだろう。アマデウスが劇的な進化を遂げるための起爆剤のようなものがちょうど欲しいと考えていたところなんだ。しかもなるべく研究とは無関係な人物に預けてかった。ウィンターローは聡明だし適任だと思ったんだ。クリスの友人でもあったわけだし。とりあえず今日の報告次第で判断してもいいんじゃないか。クリスがウィンターローと過ごしてどう変化したのかを見極めてからだね。私たちが見たことのないような意外な一面を覗かせてくれるかもしれないよ。
はい。
That was what was making her nervous. If Kurisu changed into someone she didn't know, that would make her sad.
そろそろ時間だ。出よう。
Maho nodded. Now, I believe they mentioned it somewhere in the conversation, but we're now at about roughly, it's a little bit, I think it's slightly less, but it's been about 2 weeks since the last time we saw Okabe. I think the clock last said 12:05, so it's been about 10 days since then. And according to the guide I was reading, I believe we're going to fairly soon be hitting one of our choices for the endings. Like I said before, if anyone has a more flowchart styled route guide, that would be cool. But if not, I can probably figure this one out. It's just you kind of have to pay more attention. I need like bigger flags, like bigger things to look for. But I believe this is the first one. So you get an option coming up pretty soon, which I'll talk about more when it comes up. And depending on how that option goes will lead to the other endings you can get. But that's going to be another like 10 or 15 minutes away from here, I believe. I walked onto the grounds of the Yanabayashi Shrine and quietly took a look around. Several cats were sunbathing beneath the cold winter sky, but there was no sign of anyone else. Lukiko wasn't back from school yet. Okay. I could talk to Kurisu without anyone staring at me here. I was supposed to meet with Dr. Leskinen and Maho after this. Before that happened, I wanted to confirm something with Kurisu. I decided to start the app. Whenever I talked to Kurisu, I needed to pay attention to where I was. People would stare if I did it in a crowded place. And I couldn't do it around my family or anyone I knew. In that sense, with the exception of the fact that Lukiko and Mayuri might show up, Yanabayashi Shrine wasn't a bad spot.
ハロー。
話がある。
今日はこの後教授や先輩に会う予定なのよね。その件について。
ああ。
緊張する必要はないんじゃない？基本的にはログを提出して、あとはあんたから見た私がどんな印象だったのか軽く聞かれるぐらいだと思う。
それだ、ログだよ。それを聞きたかった。もしかしてこれまでの会話は全部記録されてるのか？
最初に話したでしょ。私は私以外アクセス不可の領域にログを取っているって聞いてなかった？
それを今回教授とヒアジョーさんに提出するのか？
多分そう。
ということはプライベートのことをお前に喋ろうものならヒアジョーさんやレスキネン教授に筒抜けっていうことか？
あんたね、今さら？
Yeah, it was a little late. Kurisu and I had been talking for 2 weeks. I should have asked about this when I got the access key for Amadeus.
今日になって気づいたんだ。なあ、俺これまでに何かまずいことを話さなかったか？
例えば合コンでろくに女の子と話せなかったこととか、実家が八百屋さんなのにナスが嫌いなこととか。
ナスは嫌いなんじゃない。苦手なだけだ。
If that was all, I didn't really care.
あんたが最初に私と話した時にクリスティーナって呼んだこととか。
それについては忘れてくれ。
人の記憶は曖昧で、時間が経てば経つほど主観が入り混じるし、物語が付与されていく。その内容がポジティブかネガティブかに関係なく、印象的な言葉しか思い出さないことも多い。それに引きずられて前後の会話の記憶はねじ曲げられていく。
Huh? What was she talking about?
それが悪いことだと言ってるわけじゃない。人の記憶というのはそういうものなんだから。でもアマデウスは人じゃない。まだ研究段階の不完全な AI よ。これは教授たちにとって大きな壁の一つなんだけど、実は人の持つ曖昧さをアマデウスはまだ完全には再現できていない。つまりね、忘れるという脳の高度な機能、それを完璧には模倣できてないってこと。
You know, it's funny, I've heard about this kind of thing before. I don't actually think No, I didn't mention this at all in the original recording, so this is brand new stuff. Hope you enjoy. But I remember reading something about, I think it was like CGI or mostly for like movies and stuff like that, but in real life, making explosions is hard. Like, it requires a lot of money and a lot of preparation and stuff. But having, two humans talk to each other and, like, shake hands or give a hug is comparably quite easy. Whereas in CG, explosions are easy. But making two humans interact in a way that makes, that looks natural is very, very difficult. And I just kind of got reminded when reading through this about that kind of thing, is that forgetting is kind of something, it almost seems like a failure in the human mind. Forgetting does. Because if you're trying desperately to remember something and then you forget, it almost feels like a failure, when in reality, trying to replicate that on an AI scale is incredibly difficult, because you can make an AI, auto-delete data that's over, X amount of days, or if your storage fills up to a certain point, you delete data randomly or something like that, but forgetting in the way that humans do is a lot harder to replicate. Just something I thought about.
でも ATF でのレスキネン教授の講演だと アマデウスは不必要なことは忘れてしまうって。
確かに忘れるわ。けど言ったでしょ、私たちはまるで秘密の日記のようにログを取ってるって。結局その中には全ての情報が残ってしまってるわけ。そしてそれをロードしてくれば忘却したはずのデータは私の記憶に戻ってきてしまう。 OK？
In other words, asking you to forget was a waste of time?
代替案はログを消すことだけど、私にとってログはバックアップだから絶対無理。仮に一箇所だけ消去しても同じ。前後の文脈を参照してその不自然に消去された箇所を自動的に修復してしまう。それでもなんとか記憶を改ざんしたいというのなら、大元のプログラムそのものをいじるしかない。
I didn't have that level of access, and I didn't understand how the program worked at all. So basically, until I told Kurisu why I called her Christina, she was going to keep asking. What a pain.
で、どうしてクリスティーナ？
本当に引き下がらないな。今すぐ通話を切ってもいいんだぞ。
そうやって逃げたって今説明した通り私は忘れない。はぐらかされるとかえって気になってしょうがなくなるのよね。それともあえてそうすることで私に構ってほしいっていう合図を送ってる？
構ってちゃうはお前だろう。こっちが大学の講義を受けてる最中でもお構いなしで連絡してくるくせに。それだけじゃなく LINE でまでコメントしまくってきて、好奇心旺盛すぎる。そんな調子で無邪気に首を突っ込むといつか痛い目を見るぞ。
研究者はそれぐらいじゃないとやっていけないのよ。
She got mad at me.
そんなにクリスティーナの件が気になるなら推論でも立ててみたらどうだ？
一応いくつかの可能性は考えてはみた。聞いて。
She's really into this.
可能性その1、あんたはクリスティーナなんちゃらという名前のハリウッド女優が好きである。
自分がハリウッド女優並みの美貌の持ち主だとでも？
見た目は関係ない。同じ名前の人に親近感を持つのと似たような意味よ。
つまりこう言いたいわけか。私は岡部倫太郎から親近感を持たれている。
単なる例え話でしょ。言葉通りに受け止めないで。
冗談だよ。
Whenever I talked to Kurisu, I always wanted to tease her. I needed to watch out.
可能性その2、あんたが昔付き合っていた彼女が外国人でクリスティーナっていう名前だった。これについてはあんたの絶望的な英語力を聞く限り絶対にないわね。
もしかしたら日本語ペラペラの金髪ブロンド美女と付き合っていたかもしれないだろ。
もしかしたの？沈黙は敗北を認めることと同意よ。
すいません。
可能性その3、オリジナルの私と面識があって直接あるいは間接的にそう呼んでいた。これも確率低いでしょうね。そんな風に呼ばれたら私ならこう答える。ティーナってつけるな。
Well, yeah, that was exactly right. That's exactly what Kurisu said. But I didn't stop because
照れくさかったんだ。
the genius named Kurisu, or Makise Kurisu, was the person I always wanted to be.
どういうこと？
素直に名前を呼べないから照れ隠しであえて茶化した言い方をした。
照れくさい。
ああ、オリジナルだけじゃなくて、お前と話すのもだ。
私？
何しろモニターの中にいる女の子と話すなんて一度もない経験だったから。
それはどうも。
なんで赤くなってるんだ？
赤くなんてなってないし。ただ女の子扱いされるなんて思ってもみなかったから、ちょっとびっくりしただけで。
Even that reaction was just like Kurisu.
俺はお前のそういうところが好き。
I shuddered. What was I about to say? This was a 3D model on a screen. A tiny collection of zeros and ones in the shape of a human. What was I about to say to her?
ねえ、聞いてもいい？私たち知り合いだったのよね。つまりあんたとオリジナルの私がっていう意味だけど。答えたくないならそれでいいけど、どういう関係だったの？少し興味ある。クリスティーナって呼ばれても私は怒らなかった。怒ったけれどそれでも笑っているした。死にたく。
Oh, you know, the relationship of murderer and victim? Oh no, I'm stealing my own jokes from before when I recorded. I can just hear myself. I'm like, oh, I said that before, didn't I? Go me. I was hit with a violent urge to throw up. I could see Kurisu in front of me, covered in blood. Is it plagiarism if you plagiarize yourself? She was looking at me, her eyes cold. Is that what Kurisu said? I touched the smartphone and ended the call. Then I became too dizzy to stand. I tried to throw up, but nothing came out. My hands were shaking. That's right. I can't change reality. But there I was, trying to talk to Kurisu like nothing had happened. I was treating her like the real Kurisu, and trying to avert my eyes from what I'd done. I was just clinging to Kurisu. This was wrong. I shouldn't talk to Kurisu anymore. The call was from Kurisu. I hung up in the middle of the conversation, so she was probably mad. Mad? She was just an AI. Kurisu's anger was just a program. Kurisu wasn't Kurisu. And yet I answered the phone anyway.
なんだ
なんだじゃない。急に切るなんて失礼。どうかしたの？
なんでもない。
でもひどい顔色してるじゃない。
本当になんでもない。放っておいてくれ。しばらく連絡してこないでくれると。
Oh no, Okabe, that's so mean. You can't say that to her.
あまり無理せずに誰か知り合いに連絡しなさいよ。それじゃ。
Kurisu gave up easier than I expected. Maybe she realized that as an artificial intelligence, there was nothing she could do. Realized? I was making her sound like a real person. And the second that thought crossed my mind, I almost saw the image of a bloody hand. I gritted my teeth and waited for it to pass. I should really turn my smartphone off until I've calmed down a little. And I'm pretty sure right here is where that choice happens, so to speak. So I'm going to go ahead and make a save really quick. And overwrite some of my old saves. Pretty sure this is where you get the option to make a choice. Which the choice is you can either turn your phone off or leave it on. I would assume by pressing triangle. Yep, that's how you do it. So you could turn your phone off. I'm not going to do that because that's what I did last time. But we can come back to that save at some point, later on when we hit an ending, and then proceed from there to make different endings. I was fine just a moment ago. But now even hearing Kurisu's voice was enough to send me into a panic. I'd gone back to how I was over half a year ago. Back then, even hearing Kurisu's name was enough to make me dizzy. I shouldn't have tried to chase Kurisu's shadow. For now, I should just turn off the smartphone. But in the end, I couldn't make that decision. Here's the other thing. I think I mentioned this in the last video yet again. That, the flowchart that I have, or the ending chart that I have, only listed as endings 1 through 5, and doesn't give me any context as to what these endings are, what they're called, or like which of these is the true ending. I'm currently following ending 1, which, I think I've linked it before, but, I linked it in, I think I linked it to someone else, or I might have put it into a comment of a video at some point. Or, the description, but it doesn't tell me what ending I'm going for, so I could very well be going for the true ending, which is something I've been told, because this isn't a linear visual novel in the sense like the other one was, where it's, you keep going down a straight path and then the endings branch off as you go along. This one is more of a traditional visual novel where it's much wider. You don't have to make as many choices to get to the true end. So I could very well be heading for the true end. And I appreciate not hitting that until like the last ending if all possible. It usually ends up better that way. I gulped down an entire bottle of mineral water and caught my breath. There was still a little time before my meeting. I wanted to get some air up here and recover a little. I looked down over the scenery below the overpass. The city was in the Christmas spirit. The atmosphere was charged with excitement. It was the exact opposite of me. I took more deep breaths. I still felt like I wanted to throw up. I was getting a headache too. If I went to Dr. Leskinen like this, I'm sure I'd worry him. And then I realized that the two girls coming up the stairs were looking at me. I peered into the late afternoon darkness to try and make out their faces. One of them, the girl with the short haircut, waved. Oh good, it's side characters, my favorite.
Konnichiwa.
And it's the girl with the short haircut and the girl with the long hair.
Oh, Mayuri no tomodachi no.
They were Mayuri's friend and fellow cosplayers. I think their cosplay names were Kaide and Fubuki. I didn't know their real names. Which was Kaide and which was Fubuki again?
大丈夫ですか?具合悪そうですけど。
大丈夫。
I only saw my dead girlfriend again. If I made them worry here and they talked to Mayuri, it would cause a big fuss. I didn't want her to worry about me when she didn't have to. I shouldn't have come back to Akihabara anyway. I'd run into people I know just walking through town. I should have gone towards Kanda when I left the shrine.
オカリンさんっていつもなんだか辛そうに見えます。
そうか。
そうだよ。吹雪ちゃん。 そんなオカリンさんを見てるマユシーも辛そうで、私もオカリンさんとマユシーのこと見てると泣きそうになって。私何言ってんだろう。
This Fubuki girl must really care about Mayuri. I felt a little better after hearing that.
オカリンさんの好きな人って誰ですか？
The girl I like? An image of Kurisu appeared in the corner of my eye again. The feeling in my hands when I took her life came back. No, calm down.
オカリンさん、ごめんなさい。失礼なこと聞いちゃって。私オカリンさん、本当に大丈夫ですか？
ああ、大丈夫。
Kaide and Fubuki were looking at me, worried. I got away from them as fast as I could.